Hello, and welcome to the Pirate Players Then and Now podcast. I am your Hampton University football enthusiast, TJ Jones, and I am not a unicorn. I may be an ogre, but I am not a unicorn. Shout out to 0509. I'm excited to bring our community this unique experience, which is intended to celebrate and build discourse around the many football players who have brought such great joy to students, alumni, faculty, and staff over many, many years. A number of whom have gone on to make meaningful contributions to their communities, reflecting what they learned on and off the field. I want to acknowledge those players who have gone before and those who are making the choice to participate in the legacy now. The goal here is to honor the rich legacy of Hampton football and hopefully to have fun doing it. So let me begin by offering a sincere thank you to those who have come before and in these changing times, those current players who are choosing to contribute their gifts, talents, and abilities to the legacy of the blue and white for Hampton University right now. Since the days of desegregation, players, students, and faculty alike have had a choice, and to choose to participate in this great institution is a decision of significance. Especially now, with the changes in transfer portal eligibility, NIL rules, and all that is going on in the NCAA legal landscape, a player who chooses to play for Hampton University is choosing to join a great legacy at an unprecedented moment. And that should be celebrated. So let me be clear in acknowledging your choice by saying thank you. Now, in general, this platform will present an opportunity to communicate with the supportive football community and hopefully involve several other voices. But for today, I simply want to point out a couple of recurring themes. First, for those of you who wonder why I would want to do this, it is because I have enjoyed Hampton football from the days before I actually attended the university. Allow me to present a full circle moment, if you will, as I draw on my initial Hampton football experience. In the fall of 1990, I had my first opportunity to attend a Hampton University football game. It was at the Whitney Young Classic, Giant Stadium in New Jersey. My father, an alumnus, would be attending the game with his fans, and for some reason, I was invited to tag along. In hindsight, I suspect that he wanted to start the indoctrination process. But it was amazing. My first chance to experience what it meant to be a part of the Hampton family. My first time in an NFL stadium under the evening lights. What an atmosphere. The band, the cheerleaders, it was great. Now, having watched football on TV and even played a little in school, I was intent on watching the game. It was between the Pirates and the Grambling Tigers. I would later understand that we were a bit outmatched as we were a Division II team playing a Division I AA program. Hampton fought valiantly and came up a bit short in the end, but I didn't care. Hampton was a significant player as any other school at that point in my eyes. I remember several players like Derock Kroom and Tim Dudley, James Chapman and Gareth Bonds from the program book. They became like stars in my mind as a young high schooler at the time. This helped set me on the track of ultimately becoming the third generation of Hamptonian in our family. That night was particularly impactful and has gone to support the idea of what it means to be a part of the Hampton experience and how much and significant a player on the field representing the university can be and have in impacting those who are to come after them. For just a moment, I want to acknowledge someone whose presence was etched in my memory from that game. I specifically want to remember the career of Hampton Athletic Hall of Famer wide receiver Johnny Barnes. Now, if you know your Hampton football history, you know that Johnny Barnes is considered to be Hampton's most prolific wide receiver with over 3,000 receiving yards. Barnes played for Hampton from 1988 to 91 before playing for several years in the NFL. Johnny Barnes was also a two-sport athlete, an outstanding track star at the university as well. So, shout out to Johnny Barnes, who was electrifying in the moment and inspiring as far as I wanted to go and see what this education for life thing was all about. Let me say thank you again to Mr. Barnes and to the 1990 team. It was an unforgettable experience. Footnote here. Let me also say that although the Pirates lost to the Tigers that day, the score has been settled many times over since 1990. And in a full circle moment, I had the opportunity to take my daughter to see the Pirates play the Tigers in New Jersey in 2023. And maybe influence her, as I was, in the decision to join the Pirate family as well. Now, switching gears to the current, I would be remiss if I didn't highlight what's happening with the 2025 team. I have been paying close attention to what's happening with our current team, even though I live all the way in New England. And I believe this will be an exciting year for the Pirates. More specifically, I took the opportunity to attend the coaches' caravan and travel to the most northern one, which was held in Philadelphia in June. As you may know, the university has been sending coaches from all of the athletic programs out and about throughout the nation to meet the alumni and supporters. This is in an effort to tell us more about the great things that are going on in athletics and how we as alumni and supporters may be able to contribute to their success. The caravan has been to Illinois and Georgia and North Carolina, as well as Pennsylvania and Washington, D.C., and Virginia. And in the coming days, they will go through Texas and then on to California. If you have the opportunity, let me encourage you to attend one of these events in the future. They are fun opportunities to meet with the local alumni and to have a chance to learn more about what the school is actually trying to do in its various athletic programs. I had the opportunity to have a casual conversation with Anthony Henderson, the current athletic director, and Coach Todd McCombs, who is defensive coordinator for the football team. They are quite enthusiastic, not only about the current team, but also about the program's overall direction. It is important to note that Hampton is doing things differently. The football program has presented a consistent message that they believe that there is an opportunity to recruit high potential players primarily within the high school level. Hampton seems committed to a team of majority high school recruits while using the portal as a necessary but secondary source of roster talent. This highlights the team's continued commitment to helping young athletes find the path of meaningful development for life. This philosophy is especially relevant as many young high school level athletes may now be overlooked because of the wide open NCAA transfer portal environment. This decision by the university is impressive in that it looks to balance team success with the growth and development of the student athlete. We should keep this in mind when we watch them win on and off the field. So, that's it for this episode of the Pirate Players Then and Now podcast. I hope you enjoyed this introduction and are now looking forward to the conversations that are to come. Let me quickly shout out my fellow Hamptonians who have encouraged my interest in the football program throughout the years. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Jen. I also want to appreciate my little brother, Wes, who has listened to me drone on and on about doing this podcast and my interest in Hampton football. Thanks, man. It's finally happening. Lastly, as a humble Hampton alum, I believe that Hampton University is, in fact, the Stanford of the East. In the way that they are approaching the importance of a balanced academic athletic environment. Simply put, your degree from Hampton University is not a generic commodity. Till we connect again along life's journey, may we all walk circumspectly. Peace.